She bad, I like this. Now she wanna face car valid and she got nice lips. Innocent and a freak, that's my type. 10 out of 10, yeah, that's my. If you like TikTok like this, I know what you're on, don't try hide it. I girl, move your waist and wine like this. Face car valid and her body come perfect. I could be patient if it's worth it. If you want a Birkin, then earn it. Miss, we can make fire like furnace. You pull up on me in a night with a purpose, and your eye contact is flirting. You got the I'm surfing. Miss, if you got a bumper, then twerk it. Miss, if you got a bumper, then shake it. Vibrate it, embrace it. Let's make it. First step, room, next step. I got you tryna get. If you can handle, come take it. I know that your friends like me and you hate it. Babe, they can look, not touch. Only you, and me. Homebody, I don't like party, but we can party like we at Carney. First day, palm me. Only you, and me. Let's do. She don't need honey, she already. If you bring your girls, I'ma bring my army. She bad, I like this. Now she wanna face car valid and she got nice lips. Innocent and a freak, that's my type. At 10, yeah, that's my. If you TikTok like this, I know what you're on, don't try hide it. I girl, move your waist and wine like this. She bad, I like this. Now she wanna face car valid and she got nice lips. Innocent and a that's my type. 10 out of 10, yeah, that's my. TikTok like this, I know what you're on, don't try hide it. I girl, move your waist and wine like this.
Starting at power four, 6 feet, 10 inches, number 8, John Jackson Jr.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And in just a moment, we'll hear from our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. And a look at the block shot number over the last few seasons for Jaren Jackson.
Unfortunately, his block numbers have been going down the last couple seasons. Offensive players seem to have figured out ways to get around him to limit his impact.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Vassell pairs with Barnes to make up the forward pair. Fox and Castle are their guards. And it's Wembanyama in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Memphis, Jalen Wells is out there with Williams. Then it's Jaren Jackson. Then there's Edey. And GA, we've got two teams coming into this game on dueling hot streaks.
It's hard not to be excited for this one. Both are looking at this game as an opportunity to make a statement.
Now, here's Fox. Makes it off the glass. Fox has got his team on the board to start the game for the Spurs.
You look at Fox now compared to when he entered the league, he is so much more physical.
This one for three. Rebounded by Castle. Floats one. That one misses. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Here's Williams, and Williams throws it down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
Now, here's Fox. Great numbers on a nightly basis as he averages over 24 points a game. Now the Grizzlies with it. Williams scanning the floor. On the wing, Jackson. Fades and shoots, and he gets the bucket.
How do you stop a good fadeaway jumper? That's a trick question. You don't.
Last outing for Memphis, they won that game against the Trailblazers. And truly, RJ, some luck for the Spurs in recent drafts.
Yeah, they've jumped into the top 4 in 3 straight lotteries, and with 2 straight Rookie of the Years, they've done a good job with those picks.
Just 5 to shoot. A 3 from Wembanyama. Wells grabs the miss. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Williams kicks to Jackson. Edey with a screen on Barnes. Jackson misses. Spurs have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Fox passes to Vassell. Outside for Wembanyama. Bangs home the trifecta.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop it.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
I was able to talk with Memphis' head coach for a minute. Well, no surprise, we started chatting about Victor Wembanyama, and I asked what the plan was there, and Coach said with a shrug, stay on him and hope for the best. What can you do? So still no magic answers for how to slow down a unique threat like Wemby on the floor. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Here's Williams following the bucket by the Spurs. Pass to Jackson. Edie with a screen on Barnes. Here's Jackson. Tries again. And Edie with the lay-in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Vassell, no good. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Pass to Jackson. Now Edie, covered by Barnes. Nobody near Williams. Tries again, and that's 2 points on the layup. Edie's got his second bucket.
And you know what? He doesn't mind getting his hands dirty when it comes to really fighting on the backboard.
A really good start for him overall. He's already having a big impact on this game. And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Memphis moving that ball around. Puts one up from 19. San Antonio with the rebound. The kick out to Fox. .132 left to play in the first quarter. And that one, good. Fox has got his second basket of the night.
This is the thing about Fox. He has the length to do damage on the inside.
De'Aaron Fox, RJ, isn't the only member of his family that can shoot the ball. His wife's pretty good, too.
Oh, you're right about that. His wife played Division I basketball at 2 big-time schools. She was pretty good in her day, and De'Aaron wears number 4 to honor her.
Here's Fox after the basket by Jaren Jackson. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Memphis ends up going with the new group. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Here's Harper coming off a stellar performance against New Orleans. Wembanyama left side, and the three ball is good. Wembanyama has got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for San Antonio. Spencer, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Lets it go from deep, drains it from beyond the arc.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Here's Wembanyama. 6 points for him. Comes up empty down low.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Here's Spencer. Now Eldama. The three. That one no good. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Grizzlies lead by 1. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And for Memphis guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
Jock Landale's out there with Santi Aldama. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then it's John Conjo. And it's Spencer in at the point guard position. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. In an era of title or bust thinking, it's noteworthy that the grit and grind Grizzlies of the 2010s are properly celebrated. While they never made it past the Western Conference Finals, their physical style, built around Zach Randolph, Marc Gasol, Tony Allen, and Mike Conley, built a lasting legacy in Memphis. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie.
A talented finisher close range? Yeah, that's what Jeremy's looking for.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Now the Grizzlies are one of 8 remaining teams, Richard, in search of their first NBA championship.
And the closest they've gotten was that grit and grind era, when they made it as far as the Western Conference Finals in 2013. But can they get back to that?
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo is now give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Memphis making a change here. And here we can check out the story for Jalen Wells.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Harper against Williams. Here's the three, and he's good on the 3-ball. Williams has got the lead up to 4 now for the Grizzlies.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
From deep, Johnson. Landale grabs the miss. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Wells. The rebound by the Spurs.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Takes a 3. A shot by Champagny, no good. Memphis leading by 4. When you see the impact of Jalen Wells and what he's done on the defensive end, Richard, it's still surprising he went in the second round.
Well, I'm sure there's a lot of teams kicking themselves right now for passing on him because Wells has shown at a very young age how incredible of a defender he can be.
And Memphis making a change here. Edey's checked in. Fox, he's checked in for the Spurs. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
On your feet, man. Here they go. Grizzlies.
Chance to check out the numbers for Victor Wembanyama. Putting up 26 points per, 13 rebounds, and over 3.5 blocks. And not many players possess his kind of ability to protect the rim. I mean, you look at the block total, pretty remarkable.
Yeah, we talk so much about players getting hot offensively. Well, he's in that same type of groove defensively right now. He is a beast on that end of the floor.
Now, here's Harper. Nothing on the board. From past the arc. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against the Pelicans in New Orleans. And this Grizzlies organization, Greg, not afraid to innovate.
Yeah, we see that with the offense they've implemented, different from just about any other team in the league. Rather than pick and roll, it's much more predicated on off-ball shifts and cutting.
And again, Memphis no good. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 4-point game. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And they backed it up with their play, got production from everyone, and they were able to walk the walk on the offensive end.
Now here's Williams, following the missed shot by De'Aaron Fox.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And it's Fox with the jam.
Let me tell you guys what, I am happy I'm retired. I would not want to check Fox. This man is way too quick.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Teams changing it up here. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at San Antonio. So far, they've got the 4th best record in the conference. And, of course, the Grizzlies. They're 5 spots away.
When I look at Memphis, they had the kind of hot and cold start that we've kind of come to expect. Nothing that would indicate they're in for any kind of a breakout season.
They do look like they're the same kind of team they were last year. Good, but not special.
Edey with it, defended by Zohan. That one off the back iron and out. Vassell drives in. The score now all even. Vassell's got his first points of the night. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, guys, a lot of excitement about the upcoming 2026 draft class, but quietly, some scouts voicing early concern about the quality of prospects in the class of 27. Now, there's still time for players to emerge, but expect this to impact the way teams value those picks.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Shams, thank you very much for the report. So it's San Antonio now. Grizzlies making the shot. Here's Fox. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good tee by Williams.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you gotta shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Too open that time, made it look too easy. Now it's a 5-point Grizzly lead.
One of many weapons in Jackson Jr.'s arsenal. He can spot up on you and make it look too easy.
Lays it up and banks it in. Fox has got 8 points.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here's Wells. He had 16 points in the win against Portland. Vassell finds Fox. Vassell sends a screen for Fox. Clock at 6. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
The defense comes at Fox hard, but he's ready for it. He knows how to stay agile and nimble inside.
Bounce pass from Williams. Pass to Jackson. Over Barnes. Can't hit from 12. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Grizzlies out in front, leading by just 1. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway.
Hello, everybody. So far, a fairly even game for the Memphis Grizzlies through the first 2 quarters.
Their effort on the offensive glass has set a strong message. They're not going to be pushed around, and they're going to battle and outwork you.
Like I outwork you every day, Kenny. I'm just saying.
I outwork both of you, and it ain't even close. And now we get to check out the top performers from their respective teams in that first half.
Brought their A games. This is what it means to try to put a team on your shoulders, Ernie.
What do you mean? I've been carrying you on this show for years.
That's not entirely true. I'd say maybe the first 2 years.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Without question, De'Aaron Fox displaying his skills today.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
The Grizzlies with the lead. On the court right now for the Spurs. Filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. Barnes operates at the 4 with Wembenyama at the 5. And it's Fox in at the wall.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good the other way from here.
First team foul.
Spurs shooting 43% from the field. RJ, we have never seen a player like Victor Wembanyama. In your opinion, what's his potential?
Wemby has so much potential, it's scary. The number one thing that can stop him from being one of the greats of all times, in my opinion, is injury. After that, there is nothing that is stopping him from being one of the most dominant physical specimens we've ever seen.
And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Now here's Barnes. He has yet to score. His 3-pointers off the mark. Outside Williams. Outside for Jackson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
Showing he can make this shot. Give Jackson Jr. room to take the triple. Oh, and he will.
Here's Castle. Covered by Wells. A 3 from Wembanyama. The Grizzlies pull it in.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
For 3, Williams. And the Grizzlies another 3.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in the rhythm on the offense right now.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Shot to stop the run. And Vassell is good for 3.
3 points.
Vassell's got 5 now.
More comfortable in these moments. Vassell wants the ball as much as possible.
On the wing, Jackson. Outside Williams. Launches a 3. Nailed from three-point land. Williams has got the lead back up to 7 now for the Grizzlies. Castle a screen on Williams. Fox kicks to Vassell. And Wembanyama passes to Vassell. The kick out to Fox. 4 on the clock. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Pass to Williams. To the middle. Here's Heaney. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Wembanyama has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And one thing, Richard, you note about this Spurs organization is their stability.
Yeah, the same governorship for 3 decades. The front office has been in place for almost as long. Now Mitch Johnson has taken over as coach, but it was a smooth transition, not a big shakeup.
And there isn't a lot that they're doing well right now defensively. They just seem to be disconnected defensively in the second.
Spurs trail by 10. Outside, Fox. It's rebounded by Memphis. And here is Williams. He's got 14. Wells with it. Pass to Jackson. 5 on the clock, and it's Memphis with another.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot. Well, De'Aaron Fox is trying to dial in as a lockdown defender, and he said, I want to be that type of guy. Go out there, guard people, and be someone that people don't want to put in the action because you blow actions up. And then at the end of the day, still being able to get to work on offense. Guys, back over to you.
You love that mentality. Okay, Allie, thanks. Castle misses.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Right wing. Up top, Edey. Here's Williams. Rebounded by Castle. Spurs trail by 12. To end the cold streak, and it's Vassell in the corner. Off target from outside. Memphis has gotten 12 of their points from long range in the third quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting. Pass to Edey. Now Jackson. Barnes grabs the miss. Vassell outside. Wembanyama outside. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Memphis out in front as they end the third quarter with a massive 16-3 run. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Caldwell Pope. Santi Aldama is out there with Jackson. Then it's Jock Landale. And it's Spencer in at point guard. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Here's Caldwell Pope following the bucket by the Spurs. Top of the key jumper, no good.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
Harper the pass to Wembanyama. Johnson outside. Shoots over Aldama. Johnson can't get it to go. And the Grizzlies leading by 10. Pass to Spencer. Back to Caldwell Pope. There's a screen by Aldama. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Now, Sohan misses the 3. Here's Spencer. He's guarded by Harper. Spencer, the pass to Aldama. Now Jackson. From down in the low post, it goes. Jackson's got the lead up to 12 now for the Grizzlies. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Grizzlies making a switch here. Edey's checked in. The Spurs also with the sub. Fox is checked in. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. Point blank, he wants better shot selection. He told them, we're settling, guys. Come on. We're not being patient out there. We're not working the ball around. That has to change right now.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Now, here's Johnson. Pass to Harper. A 3 from Wembanyama. And Spencer pulls it down.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
And here's Caldwell Pope. Here's Aldama. 6 on the shot clock. Now Edey. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. A shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. And Fox has it in the corner. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Memphis leading by 12. Caldwell Pope passes to Spencer.
Watch the screen.
Outside Jackson. There's a screen by Aldama. Jackson down low. Defended by Sohan. And the dunk by Jackson.
Jackson's been shooting it with so much confidence. Defense, they can't really slow him down right now.
To the paint. Here's Sohan. And the dunk by Sohan.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Timeout called by Coach Isolo. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Look now for San Antonio. Barnes is checked in for Jeremy Sohan. Vassell comes in for Johnson. And Castle is subbed in for Harper. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Jackson outside. And there's the drive.
You're taking a little bit of a risk when you get that fancy, but Jackson, he's got the bounce to pull it off.
Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play, brought to you by AT&T. Now, here's Fox. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Now, here's Wells. Williams outside. Jackson setting the pick here for Williams. The long shot, no good. Spurs trail by 12. Outside, Wembanyama. And he does not hit.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Plays it in off the window.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Now, here's Fox. Williams with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Wells with it. Castle covering. Left side Williams. Shot clock at 6. And down it goes.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Grizzlies.
The key here, guys, was second chance points.
And they pounded the offensive glass and won the scramble for loose balls, giving them plenty of added opportunity.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jaren Jackson.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
And here are the Grizzlies now. After the basket by San Antonio. Zach Edey. Wembanyama reels it in. Vassell goes back up, and oh, the way in, and he gets it done. There's 38 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Jackson outside. The three doesn't go. San Antonio with the ball. A 12-point game. Wembanyama fires, and the three misses. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Memphis. At one point, they led by 16. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Jaren Jackson Jr.
Maybe that's why yo drop the math. Go against the squad and get. Now, who hot, who not? Tell me who flopped, who sell out the tours, who rap your doors, who go harder than them and never let off before, who got your poking their head out the door, getting paid every week like you did all the chores. Life's a rich till I divorce it. Go left, I'm pulling bread out.